Peace be with you and welcome back to my channel for another video, another spiritual download. If this is your first time coming across my channel, 1:55 on the clock. I say hey, hi, and hello. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to tell you something. There's a synchronicity. There's a sign. There's a message here for you. It's a 99.9% chance that our meeting here on my platform and you meeting with other people on my platform is not by coincidence. Why? Because the Most High is very sophisticated that way when it comes to certain paths interceding on behalf of other paths. Needless to say, I pray anybody will tell you that's been here and seen at least one video that my disclaimer is that you sat with yourself so that you know what messages are going to resonate for you and what is not. Please leave that for somebody else to take. 1:55 on my clock. It says the angel number means if you take initiative, you will see positive changes. This means that you can manifest anything that you want, Divine Collective. Why? Because the Most High is giving you authority now and a ranking. Everybody can't do what you do, but you can do whatever you want to do per free will and the new power that you're inheriting. Now, here lies the test and the dilemma. Don't be like the high priestesses in reverse that made it all the way to the high rank and then they got eye to eye with the Most High, had a direct connection and thought it not robbery to be equal than the Most High and lost their power. We're always being tested by spirit. Okay, this number also says that spend your time on reflecting revelatory experiences to decide exactly what you want to manifest and create. Make a list. Spirit is saying, let's be clear. What are you asking the Most High for? Okay, it can't be protect me from my enemies because your enemies can't touch you. Why? Because you've mastered the enemy, the energy, the enemy within? Yeah, it kind of goes a little something like that. Once you master yourself, you go within, so you don't have to go without. You master the energy on the inside of you. You then get delivered from things that have been holding you down for lifetimes. So who wants to wage war against a master? Don't you remember those little Bruce Lee movies and those Kung Fu movies? And they had Master Yip. Remember this story about Master Yip? That was a true story. If you don't know it, you should watch that story. He was a master, not only of himself, but of the elements around him. And he lived a really long time in the earth. A master. Who wants to wage war against a master? Master Yip would take out all of his enemies like that. But they still came. It didn't say that the weapons wouldn't be formed. The promises in the scripture say that they won't prevail against you. It says that they won't prosper. Thank you, Spirit. I've already called in my appropriate protection. I hope that you have too. Show us what we need to see. Yeah. Okay. Listen. You keep coming out as the high priestess because you need people to understand that there is definitely some high rank and respect on your name. So what are you imagining now? Now that we've made it through the war, right? Now that we've made it through the internal battle, the internal conflict, everything on the outside of us now has to get in order. It doesn't have to understand why, it just does, because everything on the inside of you represents order, represents peace. You've mastered all of your chakras and you're divinely connected to the Most High God. So now that your enemies can't touch you, what are you manifesting with your power? Be careful. This is a very dangerous level, High Priestess. Why? Because so many elected, chosen people have fallen right at this level of clemency, right at this level of spiritual protection. Why? Because the power is similar to the Lord of the Rings, right? Remember they put on the ring and then they become somebody else? Because this is a lot of power to have, High Priestess. Warning. I know the Most High is quiet. I know the Most High is allowing you to self-govern yourself with your free will. But you're being tested more than you ever have. And the devil can't even touch you. You're being tested by the Most High. What will you do with the power now that you've made it through those levels? Okay, because in the last reading, I pulled a high priestess that was in reverse. I'm like, girl, if I could have a conversation with you on a real spiritual level, in a real spiritual setting, How do you make it through the levels with your gifts to get to here, and you end up losing everything and you become the high priestess in reverse? There's several out there. They were addicted to power. They thought the Most High would continue to show them favor even in the abuse of their power. You get chastened the worst because you know better. There's no mercy and grace on your actions. When you get to that rank and then you want to go and dance with the devil? Huh? I guess. Now these people want to adhere to the call, but you've already answered the call. So we need to know, High Priestess, because you're being tested more so than you ever have been tested. Somebody's doing community work with their tarot card readings. Okay. Some people are being tested to see if they're going to sow into the ministry of certain, how do I say this? Certain systems and or programs and people that are in place sent by the Most High God. They're being tested. Are you going to sow into that ministry? So somebody in their mind right now is thinking money. No. It's not always money. Money helps. If you're being guided to give, then you should give. Because this is not about being taken for a fool, not at this level. No, you're not the fool. You're taking a leap of faith, though. But you're definitely not the fool. Spirit is saying, don't be a fool. The High Priestess and the devil, listen, at every level, there's a deal with the devil. You already got a lot of power. Okay, will you abuse your power? How will you use it? But if you're being guided to tithe into somebody's ministry, right? Be it a church, be it a tarot card reader, monetarily, spiritually, mentally, some of you are supposed to tithe through prayer. Some of you are afraid to tithe in money because you've been taken advantage of. Oh, they just want my money. Well, let me know how that works out. The universe might put you in a position where now you're forced to spend your money. Now you're forced to tithe in prayer. Don't be put in a situation where you get to this level and you become the fool, High Priestess. This is an urgent message for the High Priestess. The Eight of Wands is here, okay? I'm not going to even explain the Eight of Wands. Do I need to explain the Eight of Wands? Somebody's path could be 888. I don't even think the wands matter. This is a balanced number. It's about balance. It's about synchronicities. It's about paying attention to the signs. 8 represents as above, so below. Because if you turn that 8 to the side, it's an infinity symbol. Okay, what goes around comes around. This is what the Most High wants you to be aware of. Why? Because now things are really smooth. Things are really going good. Yeah, you got karmic bills. They're still doing black magic, but you don't even feel it. You're at a level where you're like, whew. You don't even feel it. Okay? So now that you've inherited these gifts, the gifts of clairvoyance, and that's gotten sharper, your eyesight, your hearing, will you abuse your power? The Most High has put you in a position to move forward with fire and light and truth. You know the truth by the way it feels because you're listening to your intuition. So many people going through karmic cycles are now going through karma because they were high priestesses in reverse. They got to a level. They couldn't put on the ring like the guy in Lord of the Rings. And then they became that really sneaky little slithering ass snake because they had power and the Most High let them. Because the devil came with a deal and they were a fool. The Most High says, don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. We're going to get back to the Eight of Wands here in a minute. Give me just a moment, okay? Why? Because I'm going to tell you, you're being tested. You're being tested. The devil's real quiet in your life. You can't feel the karmic energy, all of what was sent to you. You've healed. And now what? You know that this level's not finite. You're in the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? Prosperous, abundant, sharp, intuitive. There's a deal coming from the devil. You've been working hard. You've been working diligently. You are Job. You've made it through your levels. The devil can't touch you. You've mastered your enemy on the inside. And guess what? People are in heavy regret because of the Four of Cups. Listen, don't be that person in the Four of Cups. What does the Four of Cups mean? Why? There are 3 that have fallen over and there's 1 that's standing. Be grateful for the cup that's standing. I pray this doesn't go over anyone's spiritual head. But if I'm talking to the high priestesses that I know that I am, listen, there's a deal with the devil coming. Be sharp. Okay? You know, the devil comes pretty. The devil smells good. The gifts are always shiny. They look so good. And you got all this power and ranking. Okay? Yeah. Spirit says, walk away from the deal. The 8 of Cups. This is a warning. This is a warning for high-ranked people. You know which rank you're at. You're at the 211D and above. Yeah, there's such a level. Okay? We're under judgment. You too are being watched. It's not the devil now that you need to be concerned with. Well, the devil's going to keep trying. Okay? His goal is to prove to everybody that your God is not who you say your Most High God is. Just let him. He's not that creative. He can only feed off of what it is that you give him. He's looking for the things in you that are similar to him. If you don't have those characteristics, if you're constantly sitting in spiritual cleanliness and you're telling the Most High, search me for anything that's not like you. Okay? Spirit says, walk away. Walk away from the deal on the table. Okay? They should have caught you in a karmic cycle. They should have caught you when you were going through the dark night of the soul. The devil should have killed you when he had a chance, but he couldn't, even then. Okay? Most High says, walk away in the cycle. The world card is you representing, or this representing a door being shut. The bitch is being nailed to the wall. Nobody else can open it. Okay? Yeah, listen to me. These are people from the past. They now want to come in with all this compassion and love and blah, blah, blah. They don't even have love and compassion for themselves. Ignore them. Spirit is saying, walk away. There's a deal coming from the devil. I promise you, your blood won't be on my hands. You're going to see things differently now. Spirit is saying, be still. Whatever this deal is, it will dissatisfy you in a short amount of time. You could lose your spiritual rank. Okay? You're not running from the devil. You're running from the Most High. Why? Because we're under judgment. Justice is here. Ma'at is here. The scales are here. Things must be balanced out. Make sure that you're on the right side of the fence. There's a spiritual practitioner. There's a high priestess that could be, you know, doing her best or his best to manifest abundance. Their soul tribe. What does that mean? The devil's always going to have a deal. The devil's going to put deals in front of you that could be appealing. Right? Something to do with money, a real get rich quick type of a scheme. Or the devil could put people in front of you that you think are your soul tribe. Why? Because you're being tested. You can't stand before the Most High. But, yeah, I gave you discernment. Listen, you're my chosen. You know better. There's no more mercy and grace. If you do anything at this point, at this high level rank, you are now under the judgment and chastening of the Most High. And I promise you, you're going to wish that the devil was on your ass, but it will be the Most High lighting that Holy Ghost fire up in all around your soul and smoting you out. You're not exempt, High Priestess, from the judgment. Be careful. There's a deal coming from the devil. You don't believe me yet, but it'll come to you in a dream or in a vision or through your cards. You're going to see what the Most High is warning you of. Now, you're obligated to separate your desire. Put that on the shelf. Get back in line and line yourself up with what it is the Most High is telling you to be and or do through obedience. Because remember, your desire can be met. But if you put that desire before the Most High at this level, you could be your own worst enemy. You could eventually take yourself out. And that's a real damn message. Spirit is saying you need to move forward. You need to get up from the table and leave that offer. Whatever the hell it is, leave it. This is an urgent message. Okay? You're going to be in heavy regret if you don't. You're going to be drinking and sinking. How did I lose my rank? Why? Because something intuitively is nudging at your guts. What do you think that gut feeling is? You know better. You're the high priestess. That gut feeling? Oh, yeah. That's your inner compass. That's your inner G. Your inner G. G for God. Yeah. Okay. There's an offer coming in. It's a page. It's a breadcrumb. It belongs to the immature version of yourself. You've made it too far. Listen. You're not exempt from judgment. Somebody's trying to collaborate with some other type of entity. You've been here before. This is a recap. You're getting retrograde when it's not even retrograde yet. Why? Because the Most High can give you a pop quiz and spin you through a cycle that you've already been through to see if you get the answers right this time. How many times do you have to take this test? Now you're being tested on power. Now you're being tested on faith. Now you're being tested from all levels, every which way, and the devil can't touch you, but the devil's coming with the deal because the Most High gave him permission to do so. You're going to make the right decision. I believe in you. Well, not really. I believe in the Most High God. I believe in the God in you. That's for sure. 3 of Pentacles is here. Somebody's collaborating to come in with this deal. It's a deal from the devil. Somebody wants to knock you off of your square. Spirit is saying, stand at your spiritual post. In the famous words of my beautiful great-great-grandmother, Iberia, who was an Indian, Cherokee Indian high priestess, stand at your post. She wrote a little book. That's a random ancestral fact about Nephilim the goddess. Okay? She's the one that stayed or had a child with the Capone, also known as my grandfather. That'll be another chapter in the book. Listen. Okay? The Most High is saying, why would you steal, take, rob, kill, steal, destroy, go against the 10 Commandments, High Priestess? Because that's what the devil is bringing to the table. It's the opposite of everything that divinity represents. So why would you do that with the Most High God, who's always giving you everything that you need? All you have to do is ask. That's the magician card. You're the alchemist. Doesn't make any sense to rob, kill, steal, and destroy or be equal with the Most High God when the Most High God is always giving you everything that you need and more. You have 2 choices. You can't be both. Heaven or hell. It's a state of mind. You've already been through levels. This is a deal with the devil. Again, Spirit is saying, yelling, screaming, Gabriel's here, judgment angels are standing right next to me, getting you this message saying, if you do this, you're going to be in heavy regret. Somebody could be making a decision at 4 o'clock today. Okay? There's some power in that. 444. Okay? Show me more, Archangel Michael, please and thank you. Yeah. Be careful. You fought too hard to get that crown. How many of these karmic stories involve crooked-ass practitioners who got greedy because they were getting paid tens of thousands of dollars and now they've lost it all? They lost their spot. They made it to high priestess. They're very intuitive. They have gifts and they abuse their power. They serve 2 masters. That made them unstable, and the bell rung. The horn was blown and the scales needed to be balanced, and now they're dancing with the devil. Now, because they ignored their intuition, because they ignored the Most High. When you ignore your higher self and your intuition, you're ignoring the Most High. And if you're ignoring the Most High, then who the hell are you listening to? Give me a minute. The devil. Yeah, right. So now you're making decisions based on something where your intuition has been blocked. The Most High is like, okay, you don't want to obey me? I'm going to give you a mind that can't find me. Can you imagine what it feels like to not feel the presence of the Holy Spirit? I don't want to imagine it. Listen, these people are blinded. Don't be blinded. The people in the past, they were the great example of what not to do. Some of these real powerful practitioners started out with good intentions and they got tempted and they could not walk away from the deals with the devil. They were never supposed to be in the business of doing death spells on anybody when they got into things as being a healer. But the money looked real good and people were so desperate and they took full advantage of these people. They did spells on these people so these people could bring them money, right? They abused their power. And then they had a client that became a slave. How did they lose their ranking? Learn from the stupid ones. don't do what they did, because some of them can never get back connected to the Most High God. That's how vile and destructive and nasty and demonic and satanic their actions were, that there's really no other choice. The Five of Swords is here. Okay? Mental conflict. Don't take the deal with the devil. These are little intervals, little commercial breaks, little sips of energy. Take a deep breath. I feel the spirit of Obatala here, the ruler of all heads. Yes, this is who you are. You're the white cloth, okay? You may not even have to set up an altar like a lot of other people. You're very high ranked, but there's a deal with the devil coming. Okay, it's a very sophisticated, it smells good, shiny type of a deal. Okay, what is the deal, Archangel Michael? Please and thank you. By way and permission of the Most High God, above all the gods. Yeah, the gods are in court too. Listen, I keep telling you, it's not real. Page of Swords. Somebody's plotting, somebody's scheming. This is a page, it's a breadcrumb. Then we just have the Page of Pentacles here too. Okay, the Page of Pentacles, which is a little tiny fake ass offer. It's a fish in a cup. It's not a real deal. It's coming up as a page. It's a hell to the no. They know. Again, not coming up as a king, but a knight. Not to denounce it, but in this particular spread and reading the energy, it's not a real offer. Whatever this is, it's an illusion. Somebody wants to knock you off of your post. Stand at your post. Stand at your post. Yeah, listen. If you don't, this is the deal from the devil. They want you mentally entrapped. You see that cord that's leading to that crown? They want to trap you spiritually, mentally, and physically. They want to knock you off your square. Why? Because they're going to and fro to prove that the Most High God is not who the Most High God said that they are in your life. This brings them joy. They have no joy. It doesn't bring them anything. It just kind of is like that misery, you know, loves company type of an energy. Okay? It's no joke. Eight of Swords. Yeah, whatever this deal is, it could end up in death, spiritual jail, and hell. Right. This is your wish fulfillment. They want your wish fulfillment. They're watching your cup. Okay? They're looking at your ancestors. Listen, this could end up in death. And the Eight of Swords, sickness and death. Spiritually left out in the cold by the Most High after making it to that rank. Look at some of these people in Karmicville who are crying out to the Most High, and the Most High sending their ass to voicemail. Some of them got a disconnected line. They cannot get through. I love when people swear and say, oh, the Most High is going to help. The Most High forgives anybody. Yeah, but their hearts are black. They turned against the Most High after they made it to the High Priestess level. Do you realize what that means? That's blasphemy. That's going against the creator of all things that gave you the gift. The Most High is like, I will smote you. The hell you think this is? And the devil's balled up in a little bitty ass corner, stuck, can't do anything because the devil needs permission from the Most High God to do anything. Can I breathe today? Yeah, well, I don't know. I still need to use you, Satan. Yeah, you're going to try the elect ones. I need to know who's for me. You could be trying to manifest something. Maybe it's a slow moving energy. The Most High saying you're being tested. You're being tested about money, food, clothing, shelter. Have I not always provided for you? You made it to this level. You're working really hard. I know you want some things to pay off and pan out, but I'm going to need you to trust me. You're being tested. Somebody's going to come along with a real shiny offer to take your Ace of Pentacles. When I know the plans I have for you, the Most High says, I know the thoughts that I think towards you. This is an urgent spiritual message in spiritual court. I'm just the messenger. Okay? I'm just the messenger. Yeah. The Most High says I've been there with you. Even at times that you didn't think that you were going to eat. I helped you. When you prayed, I answered. You're being tested. I'm testing your ego. I'm testing your power. I'm testing to see if you're going to abuse your gift and use it in a way that's going to make people now be a slave to you. Or are you still in the work of doing your Father's work and setting people free, blessing their paths and crowning them with glory so they too can go forth and help somebody? It's not an easy position to attain. Will you denounce your relationship with the Most High Yah? Huh? The Most High says, I have love for you. I have love for you. I was there when nobody was there. I did that on purpose because I needed you to know that it was I that delivered you with the mighty right hand. This is why your mama didn't help you. This is why I had lovers abandon you. This is why I needed to get you alone. This is why I took your house, your car, your children, your job, because I needed to get your attention. Why? Why did it have to be that way, Most High? Because you put those things before me, and I'm a very jealous God. I take it and I give it and I take it away. I'm the Alpha. I am the Omega. I am the great I am. Respect my authority. You don't want to. I gave you free will to see if you would come to me willingly, as I willingly come to you. I gave you free will. And you sat down with the devil. You said, well, let me at least hear what the devil has to say. Yeah. Okay. You sat down with the devil. You had a drink. The devil says, hey, I'm your friend. If you just do X, Y, Z, you know, we can get a lot of money. If you do X, Y, Z, we can, you know, take people's power. If you do X, Y, Z, because of the ranking you're at, you can do anything. Don't you know the devil made it to this level, found a mirror and fell in love with himself? And was like, ooh, forget the creator. I could be better than the creator. Waged war, and he hasn't been back to heaven since. Why? Because he's bound here. He's in purgatory. He wants to keep you here too. How does he keep you here? He keeps you in a karmic loop in a life that you got to keep living over and over because you can't get it right. Stop taking the deals with the devil. You are the Queen of Pentacles by nature. Why would you steal? Why would you kill? Why would you rob? Why would you go against those commandments that the Most High set in place after making it to such a rank? Sit down with the devil and denounce your natural gift to manifest? Don't be greedy, but don't be a fool with your money. Okay? Don't be a fool with your time. Don't be greedy with your time. Don't be a fool with your prayers. Be wise for what you ask for now that you have the power to make anything happen. It says life and death is in the power of the tongue. Are you being slow to your anger? Are you just, you know, attacking people spiritually because you got the power to do it? Or you see somebody that you don't like? Ooh, you're being tested. You don't remember going through that level of ego and jealousy? Yeah, the dark night of the soul, maybe the Most High will put you back there to remember. Somebody's going to have a deal with the devil here, okay? It's going to end in death and sickness and spiritual jail and hell, okay? A lot of us messed up in lifetimes. This lifetime, you have to get it right. So you have to remember the deja vus that you're having are constant reminders. Hey, this time you probably want to take a left, okay? That's justice, okay? Somebody's coming in with an offer, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's coming in, it's going to look real shiny. It's going to be a complete and total, you know, beautiful offer on the surface. But what is lurking beneath the surface and behind the scenes is corruption, self-imprisonment, spiritually being left out in the cold, the Five of Pentacles energy, and the Four of Cups. Because Most High is saying you're not grateful for what I've given you. Yeah, listen. I've sent my judgment angels to govern over the affairs of men. Now you all have to stand here before you even get to me. And let me see your hands. Let me see. Right? It says in the word, the Most High is going to bless the work of your hands. You're accountable. Let me see what you've been working on. Let me see your hands. Oh, is that blood on your hands? Okay. So now you don't choose me. I'm going to give you a mind that can't find me. So when you're crying out, you're reading the Bible. It's just not moving you the way it used to. When you sing that gospel song that used to deliver you out of depression, now I've taken my Holy Spirit back. Why? Because I need you to feel what it feels like to be without the Creator that created you. Don't take the deal with the devil. Yeah. I am the truth, the way, and the light. The sun. This also represents the sun. S-O-N. Olofi. Christolofi. Yeshua HaMashiach. Jesus Christ. Okay? He goes by many names. Many times in many places. Listen. Somebody's ancestors are hoping they don't make a deal. Another page. This is not a real offer. Why are the pages coming up? Because these are immature offers. Page is something that is immature. It's like, you know, graduating from high school and then the next day you're back in preschool or kindergarten. It's like it doesn't make sense for you to even, you know, not have mastered this level of yourself. But if this test is on the table, then you better know. If you don't know, that the Most High allowed that deal to come to the table, that it's being governed by the Most High God, that it was ordained for you to get that deal at the table. Why? Because it's a test. The Most High was like, you already saw that you're in the Ace of Pentacles. Are you greedy? Are you trusting that what I'm asking you to do is going to work out? I see you're working. Are you being wise? Are you doing the right thing with all that money that I told you were going to have? Remember you told me, Most High, if you just help me, I'm going to feed the homeless. I'm going to open up something for single moms and help children meditate. Are you keeping your covenant? Are you keeping your sacred spiritual contract with the Most High God? Or is it null and void? Because once there's no deal on the table with the Most High, then you have to take the deal of the devil. What else are you going to do? Right. Now you're bound to it. So be mindful. Let that play out in your mind. Hey, if I do this spiritually, I'm agreeing to this information. Right. Because karma is always there, paying attention, taking note. That's her job. Okay. As Mayat spins the block and Sean goes in the passenger seat and your divine ancestors are riding shotgun and a couple of other, chariots and cherubims or whatever you call them. Listen, the wheel's always turning. It's a merry-go-round of karma, good and evil. They have to be balanced out. The Most High said, it is written, Satan, you have to go back to your cage. But don't you know that we're being tested? Yeah, listen, you made it. You're a leader. You're a great example of survival. You're a great example of revelatory experiences. You're a great example of what it looks like when the Most High comes down and saves you with the mighty right hand. You're a walking, breathing testimony. Now go forth and tell them what the Most High did for you. That is your story. Yeah. Okay, people are going to fight you on this. They're going to try to convince you. They're going to try to go against your, or try to have you go against your internal instincts. It's not a wise thing to do. Don't do it. Okay, the money's going to come. The love's going to come. Everything's going to come. Don't do it. Don't do it. You could be looking at the devil. He looks so good. It's been working for him. How does the devil come? Well, sometimes he comes in a three-piece suit, smelling good, looking good, hair perfectly coiffed. He comes pretty. Yeah, listen. He comes pretty. He comes to try to take the characteristics of the chosen. He's watched them. He's studied them. He's the author of the air. He listens to hear how they pray so that he can come in and he'll know the same Bible scriptures as them, right? The Most High says he brings conflict and discord. Disconnection from you and the Most High and your gifts and everything that you have. Wow, yeah. Okay. Listen. The deal with the devil will never be a good deal. It's going to put you in this type of an energy. Okay? Yeah. Show me more, Archangel Michael, please, and thank you. 2 more cards, please, for the collective. Archangel Michael, thank you for those 2 cards. The Most High is saying if you're tempted by this deal, okay, after you close out this cycle, because even if you don't understand what I'm doing, the Most High, I want to see if you're going to intuitively be obedient to me. I'm very quiet right now. Right? The devil's not on your ass. So then they send in somebody that appears to be a person of light. This looks like a good deal. The Most High says, I want to see if you have the wisdom, the free will to willingly be obedient to me and close out the door. If I instinctually give you a nudge, your internal God is telling you, something's not right about this. Why would somebody try to second guess their authority, second guess their instincts? You're going against the grain. Don't do that. But you really need money right now. You really need whatever it is that you want in that deal from the devil for. You really need clothes. You really need whatever, blah, blah, blah. Again, there's a whole long line of high priestesses in reverse sitting in spiritual court kicking themselves in the spiritual ass because now they've been bound to the devil and what they did. Listen, the Most High says, sit your ass down. And if you even get, tempted to the point where it's concerning, I'm going to need you to go in hermit mode. This is how important your level and your rank is at this point in the spiritual game. This is how important it is at this point in the spiritual freaking game. I'm going to need you to go within to figure out, why did it take you so long to understand that you were being tempted? You quicken to me. You quicken to my advice. Quicken to my correction. Yeah. Even though you didn't make the deal, you thought about it. You're going to need to check yourself so that when that deal comes around again, like I said, the devil comes pretty. Sometimes she comes with cute little red nails and red lips and a red shoe. Yeah, the devil can do whatever he wants. He's the illusionist. Okay? This is what it is. He's bound here. He's gotten very creative. He's studied you enough to know where your weaknesses are. Know your enemy. It's the art of war. Right? Needless to say, this is your reading. Okay? Wherever you are on the planet, I hope that you're making good decisions. I hope it's not based off of fear. I hope you're monitoring your intentions being of fear and or faith. Right? You can't serve two masters. It's unstable. It's out of balance. It's not, it's not law. You can't fall for the illusion and want to be awakened at the same time. You either don't have to wake up or go back to sleep. And whichever one you choose, just make sure you're being held accountable for it, or you're holding yourself accountable to that energy, because you have free will. Okay? Somebody wants you to make a decision right now. Well, call me back and let me know. I really need to know right now. Hey, hold up. It says in the scripture, hold up, hold up, hold up. Be anxious for nothing. I dare you to tell somebody, well, you know what? Give me 3 days to pray about it. Give me 30 days to pray about it. Well, I told somebody the other day, give me a year to pray about it. What are they going to do? Get mad and say, no, I can't. It's my time. Whatever you need from me, if it's that desperate and you got to do it right now, then 9 times out of 10, that's probably not something I want to be a part of. I need to go have a conversation with my Father, the Most High God, right? It goes a little something like this. Most High, it's me again. Hey, I know, right? It's me. Is this my cup? Should I drink from it? The first instinct that I get is no, then I'm rocking with no, period. I'm not going to sit back and be like, but dang, that sure worked for what's her name. And then you got other people confirming what they did with the devil. Well, I did it, and then this happened for me. And then look at me, I'm okay. Hey, now you're going to go with your second mind? Are you serving another master? That's the flesh. The flesh is dying every day. It's going back to the earth. Of course, it's going to be attached to the world. Yeah, the first mind is the spirit. The second mind is death. You got 2 choices. Hold on to your energy. Sometimes the money you make is the money you keep. Somebody has got to deal with the devil coming. Needless to say, that is the message. Wherever you are on the planet, I promise to the Most High Heavens, I love you. It's 2:33 on my clock, y'all. I can't make this stuff up. I just can't. You know what I mean? Every time I look at it, it's like the synchronicities. Not just for me, but for you too. Wherever you are, you're seeing these synchronicities. 2:33 on my clock. Okay? Yeah, somebody don't want you to get the message, but that's not your problem. That's not your business. You're just aware of it. You don't absorb it. You observe it. Oh, yeah, somebody somewhere is hating on me. Oh, I see it, but I can't feel any of it. Yes. What does this number mean? 2:33 on my clock. It says 2:33 is a powerful sign of love and life. It conveys positive energies that encourages us as human beings to focus on positive things in our lives. It reminds us to stay connected to our soul's mission. Be about your Father's work. To be open to the appearance of good things and positive changes. The appearance of good things, right? Didn't we just say that you're being tested on the 4 cups type of an energy? 4 cups, meaning 3 cups are spilled over and 1 cup is still standing. And are you walking in gratitude, or are you still crying over what you had to go through? When you start to feel too important, just realize you're just a little speck in the eye of the Creator on one of these little funky planets. And we don't even know how many other planets there are. We don't even know how many life. Listen, I don't want to go that deep. Anyway, that is the message. Until the next video. Peace be with you.